The W14 is a truck, and I'm tired of the bullshit.
Hey everyone, Polish Eddie here. We are 1 year on from the last Qatar Grand Prix where we had the incident between George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. I figured we could take
a short view back to the past
and revisit the incident, look at some fan reactions, as well as do a little bit of analysis. This one is going to be a banger, so go ahead, buckle up, and let's hit it. Back to you, Jared.
God damn it, Mercedes! What are you doing? You can't race. You can't build a car. Your driver can't listen to instructions. God damn it! You got a 17 world champion, and you're fucking up every time we turn around. Tired of the bullshit. That's what I'm tired of. Get your act together, Mercedes. Get it together. This shit's gotta stop somewhere.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Russell, what the hell were you doing? Hamilton, what were you doing trusting Russell that he was going to let you go free and clear? He wasn't. He wasn't. Russell is not that guy. Damn it.
Both drivers are to blame for what happened at the beginning of that race. Who is to blame first? Russell. Russell is to blame first.
Yeah, obviously gutting, and massive apology to everyone back at the factory. I take full responsibility for it. I don't think George really had anywhere to go.
So it is very easy to first think about Hamilton in turn one and say, oh, yeah, it's Hamilton's fault. A lot of haters are going to want to blame Hamilton for what happened. But you know who's to blame first? Mr. I Can't See. I didn't see him, Toto. I didn't know he was there. Open your eyes.
Well, that reminds me of another incident where somebody couldn't see someone else. I think it happened in Belgium 2022 between Alonso and Hamilton. Let's see how that worked out.
Like I said, it was my fault. I couldn't see him actually.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Boom. Russell, you can't switch lanes like that, bro.
Well, actually, switching lanes like that happens all the time. Right here we have Lando pushing Max onto the grass, and then the Mercedes and Ferraris go crazy in the background. Right here we have even teammates, Oscar Piastri pushing Lando into the wall. All these examples, it happens all the time. Now we've heard from Jared. Let's hear from other Hamilton fans about what they think about the George Russell and Hamilton incident from Qatar 2023.
Janet says, wow, Russell took Hamilton out crazy. Derwin Hill says, Russell 10,000% donkey of the day. Jesse James Bell, Jay, you done laid the smackdown on Russell Candy. I'm trying to tell you, man, that dude is a snake. Russell is a snake. Lewis Hamilton can't trust the crybaby, want to be number one, shaking my foot. He can't trust him. Galactus says Merck needs to lay down the law. You are number 2, Russell. Gabriel Sanchez, Russell is the op. Get him, big dog. I'm trying to tell you. Mary Beanie says, what the shady Russell? I'm so glad he didn't get on podium. I'm done with Princess Shady George. Where was his damage? And that's another thing, Russell. Didn't even make podium. You didn't even make podium, bro.
Well, the reason that Russell didn't make podium is because his teammate took him out into the first turn of the race and brought him from second place down to last, and he had to pretty much make up positions the whole race. So that's pretty much the reason he didn't make podium.
If you are so caught up in saying that you indeed think Hamilton turned in on Russell, then you have to think that Max Verstappen turned in on Hamilton in Silverstone. You can't have it both ways.
Actually, you always have it both ways, or 3 ways or 4 ways. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's 3 or 4 similar incidents where you blame the driver who isn't Hamilton, even if Hamilton's responsible for the accident.
He turned down on Russell, assuming that Russell was going to abide by the rules of engagement, and he wasn't. God damn it. He wasn't. You can't assume it. You can't. This is the W14. It's a piece of shit. Anybody out there that said that Lewis Hamilton was at fault for Silverstone, you now have to say Russell was at fault for the collision. That is identical to what happened in Silverstone. So I guess all you haters, all you Lewis Hamilton naysayers, everybody who would say, oh, Lewis almost killed Max, he almost killed him. You now have to say that Russell was at fault. And if you're not, then indeed, Lewis Hamilton wasn't at fault. Max was at fault. I just want to see what y'all going to say now. I want to see what your case is going to be, because I'm keeping the same energy.
Actually, you never keep the same energy. You pretty much have three energies. The first energy is when a driver has a collision with Hamilton and it's the other driver's fault. You make a long video about how it's the other driver's fault. Your second energy is when it's a racing incident and you still make a long video about how it's the other driver's fault instead of Hamilton's. Your third energy, even when Hamilton is clearly at fault and admits to being at fault, you make a video about how the other driver is at fault, and then maybe if it's undeniable that Hamilton is at fault, you might go ahead and say it's a racing incident.
I'm going to tell you like this, your short frames. If you really think about it technically, honestly, it's a racing incident. It really is. It's a racing incident. Right here. Where is Lewis Hamilton's car? Lewis Hamilton's car is in front because he gets hit in the rear. Russell is behind. They're halfway alongside. It's a racing incident.
We can see here that they're not really alongside. Hamilton literally comes out of nowhere and just slams right into Russell. And I doubt you can argue that fact, but honestly, if you have any good arguments, go ahead and let me know right now. If you don't, why don't you just hit your little toy car a couple of more times and we could end it right there.
You know what? Excuse me. Damn it.